Hey guys, how are you doing today? This is Curtis here at Air Champ Lofts, and I am making another walk of love. Like you guys know, I call this a walk of love. Whenever I'm going to walking from the house, which is over there, to the pigeon coop or the chicken coop, this is what I call a walk of love, because even on the cold days I gotta do it. Even on the hot days I gotta do it. I see I have some birds in the aviary here. Let's see who's out here. Okay. All of these birds here are either parents or on eggs. Every last one of them. Either parents or on eggs. They're mostly, this is the breeding loft here, so they mostly already have youngsters, one round or sitting on eggs. So that's how that goes. Either on eggs or already parents. I already have about 22 youngsters. First round. I lost quite a bit of eggs due to some unfortunate circumstances, but you know, I have the birds, I can breed them again. So anyway, I wanted to give you an update on what's happening here with this old barn. As you can see, we made some headway. For those of you who haven't seen the very first video in the series, this old barn here is what I'm going to convert into a 10 by 30 loft. And in my previous video, I had asked for some ideas on designs, and I'm actually getting some pretty good ones. So one thing to know about me is I don't want to work in a loft that's congested or the areas are too small to turn around. I find that when that happens, I kind of get discouraged from going in there very often. I look at the birds every day, I feed them every day, I clean every day, but I don't want to spend time in there if it's too small, you know. So, and I know what I'm referring to right now is one of my breeding sections. The foster section is just so small, I can't turn around, you know. And I just go in there, make sure the youngsters are okay, I feed them, but I don't really like spend time with them like I usually do in my other sections. Okay, one more thing. In respects to where this loft is to where my other loft is, this here is the back side of my other loft. Okay, this is the back side of my other loft. So if I walked this way, there's a little segue between my first loft and the new loft that I'm going to build out of this old barn. There's a segue that's about 12 feet long, 12 feet wide from one to the next, and that might eventually be my office somehow. I'm not sure yet. I need to figure it out. That might be where my office is, and etc., etc. Or half of it might be my office, half of it might be a 6 foot, 6 foot area for maybe a holding area, maybe triage or whatever, you know. I don't know, but there's some space there that I can use. So yeah, all right. Coming back this way. This is an old barn. As you can see, we have a metal roof, and she's a really nice roof. The roof is in really good shape, so I'm happy about that. Okay, these sideboards here, these boards right here, these plywood right here, they're all going to be changed out. It's either that I'm going to make this the front of my loft, meaning put the front of my loft, the wood and everything is going to be that when I changed the new wood, new ply, or I'm going to build inside that and put a new face on the outside of the barn. Right now I'm leaning towards making this the front of my loft. The only thing is I don't have that much of an overhang. As you can see, there's not that much of an overhang, so but I can always put a gutter there, you know what I mean? I could put a gutter there, and if this is the front of my loft where where my nest boxes are going to be or whatever, I'm talking about the inside of it, right? Then so be it, right? But I'm not wanting to have a door on this side. I want this to be a closing section with aviaries about halfway up. So perhaps aviary from halfway up, right, all the way across. So there's going to be an aviary running all the way alongside this building right here. Okay, And this right here is going to be my door. I decided my door is going to be here, right here. That's what the door is going to be, right there, where that orange cable is running. Right there, my door is going to be, and it's going to open out, because in that loft, my door opens in, and it takes up a lot of real estate that I don't have. So this door, I know that's one thing I didn't think about. So now in this loft, the door is opening out, okay, and I'm still looking for designs. If you guys are architects or builders, or you have beautiful lofts. Anyway, let me show you what's happening here real fast. Okay, this is the space. Again, it's 30 by 10. The last video, it wasn't worked on as much as it is now. It's pretty much cleaned out now. It's hollowed out. I gotta level it. Okay, and as you can see here, there's all sorts of crevices and little places where it looks like critters were living. Even in one instant here, there's a crevice coming from the bottom of my chicken coop straight into the here. I'm not sure if that was there before the chicken coop, or if it was there, you know, if it's been there or if it's been there after. I didn't really see any signs of critters here, except for one place where there was a little hole around here that I covered up, and there was a lot of paper and straw and stuff pulled into the hole. Alright, but this is the back of my chicken coop right here. See it? And as you can see, my chicken coop is wired all the way around. It's wired from on the sides. It's wired on the bottom. The whole thing is wired in. It's wired on the sides. This side is wired, but the wire goes inside, as you can see. Right? It turns around and goes inside. It's wired on the top. Right? So any critters can't get to my animals. This, and I'm going to do the same thing with this pigeon coop. I'm gonna use this chicken wire, this hardware cloth, right? Once I build my floor, I'm gonna lay down a layer of hardware cloth, and then I'm gonna start going up the sides and then all the way up to the top. All right. This is 10 by 30. There's still some cleaning to be done. As you can see, the previous owner of this place left me a lot of materials. As you can see, there's more OSB right here. They're not brand new, but they're in good shape because they've been under here. You know, left me blinds and doors and a whole bunch of things. Here's another door right here, you know, that I could possibly work with, you know. And I hope I don't have to buy a door when it comes to it. But this is not an outside door. But we'll get to that. All right. It looks like there are more doors back here. Here's a whole bunch of doors back here. This one is an outside door. This gray one right here. This one right here. That's an outside door. So I may have doors for my loft. Most likely I do, because I'll show you guys in a second. Anyway, this is this spot here. I'm gonna be doing some raking tonight. Raking it up. Doing some raking. Moving these doors out to another area where I'm storing some stuff for use. And what's not good, I'm just gonna put in the dumpster and send it off. But we're working on this spot. My builder called me a couple of days ago and told me he's still in Florida and he'll be here in about 3 days, and he's going to take 2 days off, or 2 or 3 days off, and then we'll go get the materials. So let's see, by the end of next week, I think I'll have materials for this barn, and I'm excited. One more thing I want to show you here. Show you one more thing here. There are my chickens over there. Okay. The door for that chicken run faces a totally different direction. Faces different direction, right? East, kind of eastwards. On the back side of this pigeon coop. See right here? If I walk a little bit to my right, there's a whole nother area here. That's the back side of the barn. All right, a whole nother area here that I could also build. I suppose a part of it as my office, right? I'm not, you know, but that'll be at some future time. But I do have space back here. What I'm trying not to do is to go too close to the chickens, you know. So if I do build here, it'll just be about half of this, as much as I would need to store stuff and etc., right? But this whole barn, you know, it needs some structural work, right? This is a tree I cut down. I trod this tree down earlier on, and there's some of the wood slabs laying on the. You can see the wood slabs. There's another door. That's an exterior door. I don't know how good it is, but there's another door. That was the door I was trying to use whenever I was building my chicken coop as a main door, but it was too big. Okay, and also I do have other materials. I do have other materials that I got from, you know, that were left here. I have some lumber here that I need to put up tonight. All that lumber was left. We did get a lot of lumber when we moved in here. And here are more doors that were left. Okay. And here's the OSB. I mean, there are a lot of there's more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's more than 30 sheets of OSB here. There's a few more here. Some of them have little cuts in them and so on. But so there'll be some lumber that I could salvage. There are more doors here. There's another door here. This one might be, that's an exterior door. That door right there. Right? We were left quite a bit of usable materials. Then there's a barn full of stuff. There's lumber. Look at that. Lumber all the way up there. There's more doors. I see a couple of doors up there. I mean, a lot of the stuff I haven't even explored. You know, it's just a lot of stuff. We bought this house and we haven't really explored a lot of it. You know, just so busy. You know, in the spring when I bought it, having to go straight into my farming, that we never really got a chance to explore. But there's a lot of space, right? This space right here. This space right here, I could also use that space as a loft or some sort of a whatever, you know. So I have plenty of space. It'll take at least a couple of years to get to that if I decide I want to, you know. But so that's the situation. We did some clearing yesterday, cleared all this space right here, and I'm gonna come in with a rake some things up, which is the very next step. My back's been acting up, so I need some help to move those OSB out. I don't want to hurt it any more than it is hurt right now, and all these things. And once they're moved out, I'm gonna get some raking done and have this clean and nice. And then I'm the kind of guy that, you know, I if the space is clear, then the ideas come to me. When it's all cluttered, I have a little bit of a problem seeing the whole thing, you know. And of course, a clear space inspires me too, you know. So let's go. Let's get this thing built. Let's get this thing built and running. This old barn is going to be converted into a beautiful, beautiful pigeon loft. One last thing. Right there, you see some you see a light box, whatever you call it. Well, that was tested and it's hot. So I do have electricity already coming in here. This is hot, so that's a good thing. And so I will have lights in here from the get-go. As soon as we put the ceilings on, I'm gonna put the lights up. So not only so that we can work during the night, but that we can, you know, that I have lights in here, and that's a good thing. Okay. In that barn, I had to run the wires and all that stuff. In this pigeon loft, I had to run all the wires, and you know, but in this one, there is electricity running there, and it's hot. And that's a good thing. We just don't have any outlets, and the thing is old, so we need to change that out. But this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful pigeon loft, and I think Air Tramp Lofts is about to grow. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I'm Curtis, Air Tramp Lofts, and I appreciate you for watching. Thank you for being in this journey with me, and my journey is your journey. Okay, peace, love, and blessings, my friends. Bye bye.